general hoses are properly unsecured to and from. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts. There's no dry rotting. I have my belt-driven alternator. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's belt-driven, so I'm no more than 3/4 inch of play from the center of my belt. All my wires to and from are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. Not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted. There's no wires showing. There's no hoses for the alternator, right?
No, just
right.
the wires.
Just that. All right.
And
So,
the play.
yep, I said that right. I have my coolant reservoirs properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. My caps are on tight, they're properly unsecured. It's filled to proper manufacturing level. The wires to and from are properly unsecured, not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted, no wires showing. My hoses to and from are properly unsecured, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting, they're not leaking. I have my general hoses are properly unsecured to and from, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting, they're not leaking. I have my gear-driven power steering pump and my gear-driven air compressor. Both are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. My hoses to and from both of those are properly unsecured, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. And wires to and from are properly unsecured, no abrasions, bulges, not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted, no wires showing. I have my belt-driven water pump. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. I have my it's belt-driven, so the belt has no more than 3/4 inch of play from the center. The hoses to and from are properly unsecured, not ripped, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my oil dipstick. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. To check it, I pull it out, wipe it, put it back in, pull it back out, check to see that it's filled to proper manufacturing level. If not, I'll fill it up here to that cap. No more than 1 gallon of oil at a time, and that cap is properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking. I have my steering column. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No more than 10 degrees of play. I have my U-joints are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, and you're clear of loose debris. I have my power steering fluid reservoirs properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. It's filled to proper manufacturing level. My caps are on tight, properly unsecured. The hoses to and from are properly unsecured, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my power steering gearbox is properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. All hardware is present. I'm going to come down here to my steering linkage. It's all properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. I have my 3 castle nuts and cotter pins are all properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. There's no shininess indicating they're overly tightened, and no distortion indicating they're loose. I have my spring hangers are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. My leaf springs are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, broken, not stepped, not scissored. I have my U-bolts are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. My shock absorbers are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. And the bushings inside of the shock absorbers are properly unsecured, not cracked, not dry rotted. I have my brake chamber. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. My hoses to and from are properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my push rod, cotter key, and slack adjuster, all properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, and there's no more than 1 inch of play with the brakes released. I think I got everything in each, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to my brake drum. It's properly unsecured, it's not bent, cracked, or broken. No legal welds, and no oil or grease that would infringe upon my braking. I have my brake lining, it's properly unsecured, not cracked, not dry rotted. There's no more than 1/4 inch of wear. There's no oil or grease on that would infringe upon my braking as well. I have my inner and outer walls of my tire. They're properly unsecured to the bead of my rim. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. My treads are evenly worn. I have no less than 4/32 seconds inch of wear. I checked that with the tire tread depth gauge. I have my rim is properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No legal welds, no rust. All my lug nuts are present, all properly unsecured. No shininess indicating they're overly tightened, no distortion indicating they're loose. I have my valve stem is properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking. The cap is properly unsecured and in place. I checked out the tire air gauge. Make sure the tire is filled to proper manufacturing level. I have my hub seal. It's properly unsecured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking, and that is filled to proper manufacturing level as well, and all hardware is present. There's either the last thing. You put your knuckle in and make sure it's filled to prep manufacturing level, or it's like got a sight on it. You can see. And my stairs are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. Properly mounted, secured. All hardware is present. Clean and clear of any loose debris. Fuck this guy, I'm opening the door up. Let's open this up real quick. I got my door seal is properly mounted, secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. Not dry rotted, not cracked. Same over here. I have my door reflectors properly mounted, secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. It's clean and clear. All hardware is present. Our door hinges are properly mounted, secured. I'll pick up this door to make sure. Not bent, cracked, or broken. Properly mounted, secured. All hardware is present. The door is secure as well. Huh?
Handle.
What handle? This?
Yeah.
My handle. I checked that when I opened the door. I didn't say it then. Now the other check's gonna have it over here, but I have my fuel tanks, like I said over there, they're properly mounted, secured, but the caps are on tight. They're properly mounted, secured, not leaking. I'm gonna come over here now. I have my catwalk steps are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. They're clean and clear of any loose debris. I have my tractor protection valve. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. My hoses to and from are properly mounted, secured, not bent, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. They're not leaking. They come over here. So then I have my service line and my emergency line. My glad hands are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking. My glad hand seals are properly mounted, secured. They're not cracked, no dry rotting, not leaking. I have my electrical line. It's properly mounted, secured to and from. No cuts. What the fuck do I normally say for that? For wires? Yeah, no, it's for the hoses. For the wires, if there's no, no, thank you. Not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted, no wires showing. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, that's everything over here then. So I got everything on the other side. All right, and I come under here. I'm going to do just this one. So I have my spring mount. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. My spring arms are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. I have my airbags are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. The hoses to and from are properly mounted, secured. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. Not leaking. My shock absorbers are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, broken, not leaking. The bushings on those are properly mounted, secured. They're not cut. There's no dry rotting. My U-bolts are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. That's everything for those, I believe. So I'm going to go into the brake chamber. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. It's not leaking. My hoses to and from are properly mounted, secured. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my slack adjusters, push rod, and cotter key are all properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. There's no more than an inch of play with the brakes released. I go to my brake drum. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No legal welds, no grease or oil that would infringe upon my braking. Then I have my brake lining. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not dry rotted. There's no more than a quarter inch of wear on those. There's no oil or grease that would infringe upon my braking. I have the inner and outer walls of my duals are properly mounted, secured to the bead of my rim. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. The bud spacing is evenly spaced and there's no loose objects inside. My treads are evenly spaced. There's no less than 2/32 inch of wear. I checked out the tire tread depth gauge. I'm going to come to my rim now. My rim is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, no legal welds, no rust. My lug nuts are all present, all properly mounted, secured. No shininess indicating they're overly tightened and no distortion indicating that they're loose. I have my axle seals are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. All hardware is present. Now if I had a sight gauge, I'd check to make sure it's filled to proper manufacturing level. Otherwise, I'd stick my knuckles in and make sure that's filled to proper manufacturing level. And my valve stem is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. The cap is properly mounted, secured, and in place, and I checked that with the tire air gauge. Now I'm here, I'm just gonna do this side of my trailer. The side of my trailer is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, broken. No bulges indicating a shifted load, no holes or cracks in it. There's none of these. I have my DOT reflective tape along 50% of the side of the trailer. They're all properly mount secured, all clean and clear, no abrasions, cuts on those. I have my clearance lights above, all properly mount secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, they're clean and clear, properly working. And my trailer skirt is properly mount secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All rivets are properly mount secured and in place, all present. There's no holes or cuts on the side of this as well. All right, now I'm going to start my fifth wheel. So on my fifth wheel, I have my apron. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No illegal welds, no holes, no cracks in that. The apron sits on top of the skid plate. Like I said over there, there's a zero gap. It's properly greased. The skid plate is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. Properly greased. Inside that I have my lock jaws and the kingpin. The kingpin sits inside the lock jaws. The lock jaws are fully engaged around that. I have my mounting platform. It's properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. And the platform sits on top of the mounting plate. The mounting plate is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. The platform sits on top of the frame with the mounting bolts. The mounting bolts are properly mounted, secured, all present. No shininess indicating that they're overly tight and no distortion indicating that they're loose. I have my, again, this is a sliding fifth wheel, so I have my 3 locking pins are fully engaged, properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's an air-driven sliding fifth wheel, so I have my general hoses for the air, and I have my release handle and safety catch. The safety catch is above the release handle. That's fully engaged and properly mounted, secured. Oh shit, I got all this. All right, my mud flaps are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not dry rotted. I have my reflectors on the other side as well. Properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's thin and clear. All hardware is present. I can go over here. I have my 2 reflectors on the back of my tractor, are properly mounted, secured. They're clean and clear, not bent, cracked, or broken. I have my reverse light, properly mounted, secured, properly working. It's clean and clear, not bent, cracked, or broken. I have my 2 bottom lights there. The one closer to me is going to be a 4-function light. It's my left turn signal, 4-way flasher, daytime running light, and brake light. And the opposing side, my right side, is going to be my right blinker, 4-way flasher, daytime running light, and brake light. They're both properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, and then all the lights down there, all my wires to and from, are properly mounted, secured. Not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted. There's no wires showing. I have my landing gear is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, no illegal welds. The cross members on that are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. I have my crank handle is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. It's properly working. I have my cross members on the bottom of my trailer. They're all properly mounted, secured. They're all in place. So I have nothing missing. And my floorboards to my trailer are all properly mounted, secured. I have none missing. Nothing. They're not dry rotted. I have my left light over here. It's clean and clear. No abrasions. No. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. The wires to and from are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. They're not ripped, torn, frayed. Fuck, I'm nervous. Not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted. There's no wires showing. And this is a 2-function light. This is my left turn signal and 4-way flasher. Alright, come over here now. I have my marker light over here. It's probably not secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. It's properly working. The wires to and from are probably not secured. They're not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted. No wires showing. You know what they say, those hoses. So now I'm going to come over my tandems. This is a sliding tandem. So I have my 2 locking pins are properly mounted, secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. I'm fully engaged. I have my release handle is properly mounted, secured, fully engaged. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. I have my torque bar is properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. My spring hangers are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. My leaf springs are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, broken, not stepped, not scissored. I have my airbags are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. The hoses to and from are properly mounted, secured. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my U-bolts are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. Then I come under to my brake chambers again, are properly mounted, secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. The hoses to and from are properly mounted secure, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting. I have my slack adjusters, push rod, and cotter key. They're all properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, or broken. I have no more than an inch of play with the brakes released. Then I have my brake drum. It's properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, no legal welds, no oil or grease or fridge upon my braking. Then I have my brake lining is properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not dry rotted. There's no more than a 1/4 inch of wear. No oil or grease on that would infringe upon my braking. The inner and outer walls of my duals are properly mounted secured to the bead of my rim. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no dry rotting on those. My treads are evenly worn. There's no less than 2/32 inch of play. I checked out the tire tread depth gauge. My bud spacing is evenly spaced, and there's no loose objects inside. My rim is properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. No rust, no legal welds. My lug nuts are all properly mounted secure, they're all present. And there's no shininess indicating they're overly tightened, and no distortion indicating that they're loose. I have my valve stem is properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. I have my cap on that is properly mounted secured and in place. I checked out the tire air gauge to make sure it's filled to proper manufacturing level. I have my hub seal is properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not leaking. It's all hardware is present. And this one has a sight gauge of it's filled to proper manufacturing level. If it wasn't, I'd be able to stick my knuckle in there and make sure it's filled to proper manufacturing level. The other shit out actually. Alright. Again, mud flaps are properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, no dry rotting, all hardware is present. I have my clearance light up there as well, it's properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, properly working. Wires to and from are properly mounted secured, no rips, cuts, frays, no dry rotting on those. No wires showing. I have my marker light, properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, and it's properly working. Wires to and from are properly mounted secured, no rips. They're not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotting, no wires showing. I have my door latch over here is properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. Alright, from the back now. That door latch would come in this door latch too, so those are properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. I have my doors themselves are properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, broken. No holes, cuts on the side, no bulges indicating a shifted load. I have my door hinges on either side are all properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present. And my door handles are properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. All hardware is present, properly working. I have my DOT tape, reflective DOT tape, along the back of my doors, 100%. Fit and clear, no abrasions, not cut, properly mounted secured. Okay, I have my door seal, it's properly mounted secured, not cracked, not dry rotted, not broken, not ripped. I have my clearance lights up above are properly mounted secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. They're thin and clear, properly working. All hardware is present, and the wires to and from are properly mounted secured. No, they're not ripped, torn, frayed, not dry rotted, and no wires showing. I have my lights over here. My inner one is a 2-function light. That is my brake light and daytime running light. My outer light is going to be my left turn signal on this one, my 4-way flasher, and daytime running light. The one on this side is going to be, again, over here, same as that one, is going to be my brake light, daytime running light, 2-functioning, and this one's a 3-functioning. And the only thing different on this one than that one is this is my right turn signal, not left. And that's, right turn signal, 4-way flasher, and daytime running light. Just make sure I got it. I checked this side the same as I checked that side. Everything.